Hello everybody. Hello po. How are you? Hello K1 visa filers. Now, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening po, no matter what time you see this video and wherever you are. Now, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Jai and Jerry. Hello po. Kumusta man ang tanan? Kumusta po? Now in this video, this is gonna be a quick one, as I've promised from my last video about the I-129F. I will share with you how I did my letter of intent to marry, full version of the story of how I met my fiance, which is now my husband, this and that. And also I will share with you the cover letter that we made for the I-129F petition, and you can actually use this on the rest of the documents, especially if you're going to file for your adjustment of status someday. But anyhow, I've already made a video about that one. You may check it on the adjustment of status album. So if you're new here, if you're new to my channel, my name is Jade or Jai. I am originally from the Philippines, but I live now in Pensacola, Florida. And just like you, I got here through a K1-FIANCE visa. And right now, I am a green card holder under 2 years conditional. So 2 years conditional pa lang po ang meron tayo. I share my personal experience with the visa process, as I am a DIY filer myself of the K1 visa. Share it here in my channel po. If you visit my channel, you go to my playlist. Sa playlist po, you'll see an album title there, K1 Visa, and an album title of Adjustment of Status. So you may check my videos there. You may check the title, the thumbnails. Baka po makatulong yung mga videos ko sa inyo. It might help you with your visa process right now, especially sa mga DIY filers then out there. So if you're in a K1 visa, go to the K1 visa album. If you're in the process or about to apply or about to come here in the US, I have the adjustment of status videos there as well for you guys. And of course, you may visit the official website of the US visas. I know you're very familiar with the uscis.gov, travel.state.gov, and of course, the ustraveldocs.gov. So those are the official website of the US visas. You may always rely on those websites if you have any questions, like may mga confusions kayo, you want to know about the 221G, what are the processes, what is the K1 visa, you'll find everything in those websites that I mentioned. I will also put the link in the description box down below po, para at least diretso na kayo if you wanna go to USCIS or the travel.state.gov. So yes, eto na nga. For those that are about to apply for your I-129F petition and you're wondering paano nga ba, how do you make letter of intent to marry, and what do you mean when you say letter of intent to marry with a full version, blah blah blah, mga ganyan, alam ko naririnig nyo na yan. And how do you do your cover letter? Paano ba, Ms. Jai? Do you have any, can you share your ideas, or can you give us an idea on how to do it? Yes, I will give you and I will share with you as I promised. Anyways, this is just very simple. So I'm not sure if I can put in the description box yung template niya para i-copy paste nyo na lang din, and then you can just put it in and then just change your names and then the address, kung ano yung preferred address ninyo, ganito ganyan, kung saan nyo ipadala, para at least i-change, i-edit nyo na lang siya. But anyhow, this is how I did my letter of intent to marry, yung direct to the point. Just a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with any government agency nor working with or as an immigration attorney. I am not a professional or legal expert. I'm only sharing based on my personal experience and my research, my knowledge about the K1 visa, as I am a K1 visa filer myself po. These are all based on my personal experience and my knowledge. And again, yes, please visit the official website of the US Visa if you have, or if you want more information about the US visas. By the way, for the address on where to send your I-129F, and I know there are still a few of there that are confused on ano nga ba, what are the address, or what is the address that we should use. So when it comes to sending your I-129F petition for alien fiance, your packet, you can send it through Dallas, Texas, or the Louisville, Texas. So this right here are the addresses or your options on where to send po your K1 or your I-129F packet. Now, yes, this right here is the letter of intent to marry na ginawa ko. So you don't need to put it in bold letters. I just did it like that para po makita ninyo ng klaro. And by the way, you can zoom in. If you're watching this sa mga cellphone nyo, you can zoom in the video so it's clear for you guys. Or you can take a screenshot of this one and then you read it later. So here, the fiance, letter of intent to marry, beneficiary, since this is mine. So my name, my complete name on the top, and then my complete address with the zip code. So I put in there, blah, 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 barangay, street name, and then city, and then Philippines, 9,000, ganyan. And then the next one, United States Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or the USCIS. Attention, I-129F petition for alien fiance. And again, the address of preferred courier po, either Dallas, Texas, or the Louisville. And since we use UPS, we use the Louisville, Texas here. You just put the address right here. And then the date I signed it, I put the date in there. And then here, and then you just put your name there. You can edit that one. Do hereby state that I am legally able and willing to marry my petitioner, the name of your petitioner, complete name, and intend to do so within 90 days of my arrival into the US using the K1-FIANCE visa. Sincerely, pirmahan niyo po using a black pen, and then your complete name, the beneficiary, and then lagyan niyo po beneficiary, or you can just leave out the beneficiary. So ganyan lang po kasimple. Now, for the long version naman, ganun pa rin siya, same context. Letter of intent to marry, the beneficiary, complete name, complete address, and then kung saan nyo po siya isi-send, lagyan nyo po ng date, and then, dear sir, ma'am. And then, nilagay ko rin po sa first paragraph, nilagay ko rin po yung I, blah, 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 do hereby state. And then, sa second and the rest of the paragraph po, eto na po yung nilagay ko. I stated there, ang nilagay ko po ay, eto, basahin ko na lang. But I'm not gonna read everything para privacy din naman. Anyways, yes, here is. So this is the address that I use since I use Louisville and UPS po. Anyways, yung long version naman, sinabi ko lang po, I met, name my husband, even the nickname, kahit hindi na kumpletong name, you don't need to put the complete name. I met Jerry back in on a dating site called Filipino Cupid. We hit interest on each other, and then blah blah blah. We decided to get to know more and talk privately through WhatsApp, this and that. And then the following week, blah blah blah, we decided to delete our accounts. Second paragraph, I stated here what I love about him, what got me really interested with him. And then he was so amazing, humble man, blah, 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 respectful. He definitely got my attention. And not long after, I fell in love with him. Char. So he came to visit me, meet my family and friends on date. Ilagay nyo yung date, ganyan. We spent time with us, or he spent time with us. He stayed for a week and went back to the US on, nilagay ko na naman yung date. And then actually, because after our first meeting, we have actually booked our flights, this and that for our second meeting, which is supposed to be a few months after our first meeting. But then again, it was during pandemic, right? 2020 when we met, and then the pandemic and everything, nag-lockdown na po, so we were not able to see each other after that. So we had to cancel everything. So we planned our trips to Boracay, or we planned our next trip to Boracay on date. Nilagay namin, we put the date there because again, we have planned this. And we met in 2020, we applied 2021 for our K1 visa, for our I-129F. So we stated here our plans, this and that, but again, it was canceled. But still, you know, it's a story to tell. So we stated there this and that, but everything was canceled, and then pandemic came, blah, blah, blah. And then you can tell them how you kept your communication constant, what are the ways, what are the things that you do, this and that, to keep your relationship going. Ganyan po. So, and then after that, thank you for your consideration, blah, 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 sincerely, and then signed it again. So, that's how I made our letter of intent to marry, the long version. So, sabihan nyo lang po, you just have to state there how you met, what keeps you going, how do you keep the communication constant, and how do you keep the love alive. Ganun po. You just tell a story, this and that. And then, if you can provide one witness of your relationship. I have one witness with me because my mom was my witness, because when we first met, when we first started talking, and we first video call, actually, I introduced him to my mom and they talked a little bit. And then my mom, you know, I'm always with my mom, and then my mom saw us video calling, this and that every day. My mom see us, my father did as well, but anyways, my mom was my witness, and so my mom did her letter of support, or letter in support of my petitioner's K1 visa petition. Ganun po. So what we did is that hindi ko siya nilagyan ng letter of intent to marry. I did not put letter of intent to marry. This is it. Madalian lang. And then, so in the very first page, same as how I did my letter of intent to marry. So my mom's name, our address, and then again, of course, where you're going to submit it. United States Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and again, same thing, ATTN, yeah. And then the address. And then nilagyan namin ng letter in support of yung name ng fiancé ko, full name niya, K1 visa petition. And then ganun pa rin. My mom just stated here, my name is name of the witness, and then I currently reside, blah, blah, blah. I am writing this letter in support of Mr. and then my petitioner's name. Mr. blah, blah, petition for my daughter, my name, the beneficiary. Now, I met Mr. Jerry through a video call back in blah, blah, blah. When they first video call with my daughter. So, sinabi lang niya, she just stated here how she met my fiance, what she thinks about my fiance, how did she found out about our relationship, that we got really serious and we are together, what was her impression when they met, when she met my fiance, you know, with the whole family since they met my fiance. What she thinks about my fiance, what was her impression when my mom saw my fiance in person, and how my fiance treated me. Mga ganyan lang yung sinabi ni mama. If you have one witness with you, about your relationship, who knows about your relationship, then go, that's a good one. But if wala naman, if you don't have any witness, then you can just do your own letter of intent to marry, and then the long version, you just state how you met, this and that. You and your fiancé should make it, the petitioner rather. The cover letter. So this is my cover letter right here. So, I just put in there petitioner's name kasi si petitioner naman po yung sa I-129F. Petitioner's name, you don't need to put the petitioner's name and then you can just put directly the petitioner's name, directly the address, the email address, and the contact number. Tapos the date kung kailan niya pipirmahan ito, kailan niyo isasubmit, ganyan. And then of course, the address again, kung saan nyo ipapadala, where you're going to submit it, which address, if it's the Dallas, Texas, or the Louisville. And then here, application for I-129F petition for alien fiance. So you can just copy paste this one, or you can make your own, but again, this is just a sample. And of course, you can zoom it in on your phones. If you're watching this through your phone, you can zoom in the video po. You can zoom it in, and then again, this is the list of requirements that we submitted together with our I-129F petition here. That's it. Very simple lang. I'll try my best if I can put it sa description box para i-copy paste nyo na lang po, and then you can just edit it on your end, change the name, this and that. So thank you very much po. Maraming salamat. Again, if you are about to apply for your I-129F petition, I have a video there on how we arrange our how we assemble our I-129F packet, how we fill out our I-129F form. I also have a video of the list of requirements for I-129F for petitioner and beneficiary. And ano pa ba? You may also visit the USCIS website for more information. Go to uscis.gov. Sa homepage po nila on the upper right side of the screen, may maliit na search bar dyan. You can type in I-129F, or you can Google directly I-129F and then look for the one that comes from the official website, the uscis.gov. Ganyan. And then you can read everything there, check the checklist, kasi may mga checklist din po sila, and may mga instructions po sila on the forms, on how you pay it, this and that. So that's it. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you always for following me po. Maraming salamat. I really appreciate everyone here. If you have any questions, you can always leave a comment. I will answer it to the best of my knowledge po. Good luck, everyone. I hope everything goes smooth for you guys. And yeah, just submit the necessary documents with you. Thank you, and see you again in my next video. Bye for now.